In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to set up your scene for a product mockup so you can achieve photorealistic renders with ease and precision. Follow along, and by the end, you'll be familiar with the essential steps to bring your 3D models to life. First, we'll begin by importing your 3D model. This is your starting point, so make sure you have your model ready to go. Next, you'll want to assign materials to your model. Think of this process as painting your canvas. The materials you choose will greatly impact the look and feel of your final image. You'll also need to set up lighting and the environment, as these elements are crucial in creating realistic shadows and highlights that make your model pop. Now, let's move on to the Scene panel. Here, you'll need to select the Environment item. Then, shift your attention to the Properties panel at the top. Under Canvas, change the size to the pixel resolution required for your output. If you're aiming for a 4K resolution, you might want to set it to 3840 by 2160 pixels, or even larger if you're planning to incorporate zoom effects. This step is key to ensuring your render is crisp and clear. After setting up your canvas, it's time to adjust your camera settings. You want to get the positioning, focal length, and field of view just right for the best framing. An excellent tip is to save camera bookmarks if you need multiple angles. This will save you time navigating back and forth later during the shoot. Once everything's set on the scene side, switch from design to render mode. Head over to the Export Settings panel where you'll configure your output. Under Format, you'll have a choice between PSD, which is ideal for post-editing in Adobe Photoshop, or PNG. Opt for PSD if you plan on layering or making adjustments later on. If you need a specific resolution for all cameras and views, be sure to set the override camera size. Now, when it comes to quality settings, choose High or an equivalent preset. This will minimize noise and grain, ensuring your render is of the best quality possible. Keep in mind, rendering at large resolutions like 4K or 8K can put a heavy load on your hardware and significantly increase render time. Through Design mode, you've now set your canvas size, and in Render mode, you'll use that size or override it to set the output. Double-check that your pixel dimensions align with your desired resolution, whether that's 4K, 8K, or another size, depending on your aspect ratio. If you find the UI restricting your resolution input, consider manually setting a larger canvas size or using the camera size override option. Once your settings are configured, click Render and monitor the Render Status panel. This real-time feedback keeps you informed as your image comes to life. Finally, if your file is a PSD with separate render layers, you can take it into Photoshop for post-processing. Here you can refine lighting, shadows, and reflections, or dive into compositing. For high-resolution product shots, subtle masking, background drops, and color grading can make a massive difference. Remember, if you're delivering your work for print or web, ensure the DPI or pixel density is set appropriately and compress your files suitably to manage size without losing quality. Now you're equipped with the knowledge to create impressive product mockups from start to finish. Good luck and happy rendering.